You're listening to Laugh Out Loud with Dave and JJ.
We've all had a lot of, time to wait and to think and to, to anticipate when that email is going to come, telling us that, this is what's happening, this is what you're doing. And it was nice to get the one today that was sent out, letting everybody know that you are driving the 46. For those people that didn't know and that weren't aware, was sent out through your website. And the qualifying starts at 5:10 on Friday afternoon, and it'll be a nice Mother's Day weekend. I'm sure you'll do well, and it'll be great to see you at the track again. And hopefully things go well enough, and we actually see you racing on Sunday. I mean, that's the goal, right? So,
Saturday. Don't get
it's a Saturday night race. I'm totally, see?
That's right. We've got the mothers to think of, so no racing on Mother's Day.
That's right. See? I told you I was tired, Karen. You tweeted yesterday, I believe it was, when my computer crashed, that you were going in the 46. So I started to look at some of the numbers this year, and a comparable team, and I wouldn't really even compare it, but Wood Brothers, obviously, they don't have the history. The Whitneys don't that the Woods do, but in comparing what Bill Elliott has done this year, he's only run 3 races, and he's only picked up 290 points, and the 46 has only run 3 races, and they picked up 351 points. So they've done pretty good for themselves.
Right. No, and like I said, the equipment is pretty nice stuff. Everything they bought came from Evernham Motorsports from last year. Mm-hmm. The cars are nice. The truck and trailer. It's a nice program. So, I think once they can build a little bit, not that they're going to be able to go out there and get the dollars that some of these other teams are looking for. I don't really think that's their plan. I know looking at the websites and some of the things they're looking for, if they could come up with $60,000-$70,000 a race, which there's nationwide teams that won't even accept that kind of dollar amount.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your upper nationwide teams are looking for anywhere from $100,000 to $140,000 just to go nationwide racing. So, obviously it's still going to be tough, but I think so. Once you can go out there, run pretty decent, you get the excitement level up a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier because obviously no one wants to be known as a starting part team because then I think it makes it even a harder sell to a sponsor.
Well, if you look at what you did at Daytona in the Ramirez truck, and yes, there were some collisions, but I think you ran pretty competitive, and as competitive as you could have all day long at Daytona, and came out of it with a great finish.
Sure.
Saying that, okay, a lot of the full-time trucks were knocked out due to crashes and everything else, but just to watch the 01 drive around the track and try and track how you were doing as a driver, it was nice to see Phil Parsons, talking about how well you were driving on TV. So,
well, the Ramirez track, which a lot of people might not have known, that was basically an open comp engine with the restriction on it for the super speedway. So, from a horsepower standpoint, we were probably down 30 to 35 horsepower, which, when you're talking speedway racing, is an astronomical amount of power. Obviously, the trucks punch such a big hole. With any kind of drafting experience, you're going to be able to, keep up and move through the field.
Yeah.
But you sit there and think of, if I was capable of doing that with what I had to work with, what happens if you've got something that's comparable to, the 33 truck, the 5 truck, some of the guys that win races and run up front all the time.
Exactly. What else is happening? Other than the 46 right now, anything? Are you pretty much set that all your attention's focused on this right now? Are you got anything else that you're working on? I know you've been busy the last few weeks. You went up to Richmond. Was this all part of the same deal?
It wasn't. I went to Richmond to talk with a company that is interested in trying to get into NASCAR. They are currently not in the sport. They have a great product coming out. Met with them at their office there outside of Richmond. Took them to the track on Friday and kind of gave them a little tour of the what goes on in the garages, some of the haulers. Went up and watched a nationwide race from one of the suites up in the front straightaway, and they really had a good time. And the excitement level from the meeting on Thursday to us saying goodbye late Friday night after the nationwide race was very exciting. You could just tell that the level of intensity of from them trying to get into the sport. I think it's something that really has a good chance of happening. They want to go cup racing. They feel that would be the best thing for them to do. It would not be until next year that it happened, but you have to build for the future. That's it's tough to find any team or any company right now that has money that's free in their budget to be spent. All that normally starts now and starts preparing for 2011.
Well, I understand Robbie's online. Robbie, do you have a question for JJ?
Yeah. Is there any owner that you had in your USAC career that mentored you or helped you move to the next level besides Tony?
I really didn't race for a lot of different guys going through the years, which I guess was a good thing for the USAC days. If I had to look back, I drove for some really, really great people. I drove for George Schneider, who, he's probably started more Indy 500s than most any other driver. Great person, fun to be around. Always won a lot of races with him. I would say as far as a mentor, Bob East, handling all of the Steve Lewis rides and even driving his Silver Crown car would probably be the biggest for me because, of the sprint car programs I was always affiliated with, I was always pretty much in control myself. So if I had a problem with something, I'd figure it out myself. When I drove for Bob, he was one of those guys, obviously he's a past racer, builds great race cars, but he could sit there and just watch things on the racetrack. And, he taught me sometimes that, something I was feeling in the car wasn't so much something that the car was doing, it was something that I was forcing the car to do. And, sometimes you need, you have to have that outside influence to really sit there and think and go, oh yeah, I remember, really cranking on the wheel, and I guess that's why I was loose, was not so much because the car's, not right, it was because I was making the car doing something that it didn't want to do. So, of all the great owners I've had through the years, I would say Bob was probably the biggest mentor outside. And then with Tony, we didn't see Tony much. And the year that I drove for Tony, we were flawless. We won a ton of races in the sprint car. And the only time we heard from Tony is when he called, hey, congratulations, go win some more.
Robbie, did you have another question, or?
Not really.
No?
Robbie, where do you come from? Where do you live?
Oh, I live in Kokomo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's part of a Beach Boys song, I think.
Kokomo, hang on. Isn't that out Lake Seattle way or something?
No, it's in Indiana.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know.
It's in Indiana, eh?
It's in Indiana, eh?
Yeah,
not in Canada.
He should know, he's raced here before.
Yeah, no, it's home of Kokomo Speedway, right next to the old. Of course, it's greatly improved now. They've redone the racetrack. It's got a wall that would keep you in the racetrack.
Yeah, I tried taking it down.
Used to be a super flat quarter mile that was always super rough. It was always pretty exciting racing. I don't think there was always ever any issues of the excitement level there, but they invested a bunch of money and got a really nice racetrack. Yeah, I've won at Kokomo. I've won at Kokomo. Yeah. I've crashed at Kokomo. I've been disqualified at Kokomo. I think I've almost been in a fight at Kokomo, so I've pretty much done it all at Kokomo.
Okay, guys, have a good week.
All right, you do the same.
Yeah.
Robbie, nice to have you on the call. Thank you for the question. Get you some rest. Remember, hey, tomorrow you guys celebrate my day.
Yeah.
I allow you to celebrate with me on my day of Cinco de Mayo. It's the only day of
Cinco de Mayo. That's right. Yeah.
The only day we get off.
That's a good day tomorrow.